Z, Z, Z. Me. Has the best power creep of any gacha I've ever played. For those wondering why all of a sudden I'm making a video on ZZZ, there's this new, girl that kind of popped up and whatever the fuck it was. I don't even know where she was coming from. Maybe some trailer or something. However, she kind of reminded me with the red eyes and, just the way she looks of a bit of sparkle, a bit of Hu Tao, some hints in there. And that alone was enough to kind of make me fully come back to the game. I assume that maybe there would have been some very bad power creep. Same with HP inflation. I've heard many talks about the game's HP inflation and how it's headed into a south route, basically. And so when I went to do the end game, I thought I'd just do trash, right? I thought I might not even be able to clear it because keep in mind, out of all the gachas I play, ZZZ is the one I'm the worst at because I just don't play it consistently. I've always played it incredibly casually. I don't even know how characters' kits work. And I first tried the entirety of Shiyu Defense, which is really nice. Now, of course, I do have Miyabi, and then I used Sanbi on another side, who is, I think, getting a buff soon, apparently, which is another W for me. However, that's actually exactly why I wanted to make a video on this. The fact that Miyabi is like, what, 10 months old at this point, and I think she's still like number one or near number one DPS level is insane to me as someone who plays HSR. In HSR, there's a new top dog every 2 seconds, right? In WUA, even though WUA's power creep isn't, as frequent as, let's say, HSR's, it also isn't as slow as, let's say, like Miyabi and ZZZ. And in about 2 months from now, I do believe Miyabi will be near or a year old, and that's really insane to think about. Like, this type of longevity in a character is genuinely crazy to me in these gacha games, especially from just being accustomed to pretty consistent power creep. And then I come back to this and I'm still clearing incredibly easy with my Miyabi. Once again, I'm not good at the game. I cleared the first side of Shio Defense 7 in like a minute 20, I think, a minute 30, something like that. Really bad gameplay, I know. However, it's just really nice knowing that this is a gacha game, one of the very few where I know I can take a break for a very good amount of time, come back, and still clear brainlessly because of the fact that my old characters haven't really been power crept as of yet. At least the big ones like the Void Hunters. I know that may bother some people because the Void Hunters get special treatment, or, Yi Xuan isn't a Void Hunter, but she's stated to be like Void Hunter level. Yeah, I get that 100%. However, I actually like knowing that if you pull this like one specific type of character, that they'll be at the top of the meta for probably a year plus to come, and you can just take a break, come back, and they'll still just completely demolish the end game. That just feels so fucking good, so incredible to me. On top of this, ZZZ I do think gives the most pulls average per patch between like Genshin, WUA, HSR, and itself. So yeah, just a quick video I really wanted to make. I also really missed Ellen. You guys know, if you've been on my channel for a while, I really love Ellen, so I can finally see her and use her again. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments about ZZZ's power creep and HP inflation and other stuff. I don't know much about the HP inflation topic. This is just my opinion off of coming back after a decently long while and still just being able to shit on the content with Miyabi, despite the fact that she's nearly a year old at this point, yet still basically a top 1 DPS. It's genuinely insane to me personally. Love you all. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great night. Peace out.